Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Max Vallieres, vocalist for the crossover band Prowl out of Montreal. So grab a fresh cup of coffee and wake the fuck up! What's going on, caffeinated crew? Today on the podcast, I'm joined with somebody who has become a friend of mine from the Montreal scene, Max, vocalist of Prowl.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. We're here at what's it, Collective Crew Cafe?
Yes.
Crew Collective and Cafe in the Old Port, having some coffee. It might be a little bit loud in the background, so please excuse any clinks and clacks you might hear. But yeah, we're chilling.
Yes. Stoked to be here.
How was your week?
My week was great. I was working a lot, but what I'm doing is fun, so I had a good time. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
So basically, I started doing that like a year and a half ago, but I style artists mostly from Quebec and like Canada. And like there's this big gala coming in a week or so. And they're giving like trophies for like album of the year and stuff like that for like all artists in Quebec in different genres. So yeah, I'm working with two singers right now and I'm dressing them, which is amazing.
So you're a stylist?
Yes, exactly.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's very fun.
I did not know that.
Yeah. See?
That sounds fun. That's
Yeah.
that's like one of those like cool passion careers.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And like I never told myself like, oh, I'm gonna become a stylist or something like that. But then, like I said, a year and a half ago, I had a friend managing a band from Quebec called Chose Sauvage. And I started working with them. And then from words to mouth, I just got other contracts. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I love like that sounds so DIY to me and it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Well, we're here drinking some coffee from Traffic. It is their Andres Tujillo. It's a natural Colombian coffee. It's super, super delicious. It's got some notes of, let's see, what does it say? Good. It's kind of fruity.
Yes.
It's like notes of vanilla ice cream and lychee is what it says on the bag. But Traffic always puts those weird flavors. So it's just very kind of like fruity and creamy, I guess.
Yes. Shout out Traffic.
Shout out Traffic. Yeah. What is your go-to cafe drink?
Cafe drink or cafe spot? Cafe drink?
We're going to do both.
Okay, cool. So cafe drink, I feel like I like iced coffee, but also I'm a big fan of just filter coffee or cappuccino some of the time.
Cappuccino is the sassy drink.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, when I feel sassy, I'm going to order a cappuccino.
Do you do oat milk? Or
yes, oat milk.
Always oat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oat gang.
Feels like tastes good. And that's what I use at home too,
Yeah. Because you don't want your stomach getting all upset.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have a local shop that you are the...
Yes, I live downtown, so I normally always go to Shaughnessy Cafe on Maisonneuve. Great spot. They always have good coffee. The staff is amazing. Good product too. Like they have beers and wine too on the side. And good pastries. So yeah, that's always my go-to when I need to go work in a coffee with my computer and stuff. Yes.
I love Shaughnessy. Last time I went, it was a few years ago, but it's got that quaint, like it's in the basement underneath the house.
Yes, exactly.
So it's very cozy.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I always find a spot there to like hang out, and I feel like it's still like a new place. They have been open for a couple of years now. But yeah, I always have a good time when I end up there. So
yeah. They're great.
Yeah.
We were talking about Myriad as well. Myriad is becoming like a very talked about coffee shop, because even last week I think John was talking about Myriad being one of him and his wife's favorites.
Oh yeah. Nice. So. Yeah, I feel like because I was going there like when it used to be on Saint Viateur, when they used to have a location on Saint Viateur. I feel like they opened like a bunch like since. Which is great because like it's gonna be good cafe. I used to work also next to Club Monaco downtown, so I was going in the basement there. They have a a hidden location, I'd say.
It's like a speakeasy coffee shop.
Exactly. Honestly, you got to know about it because like there's no signs outside or anything.
I know.
So it's like when someone was like, "Yeah, there's a myriad in the basement of that place," I was like, "What?"
I mean, there's a myriad down there. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, I go there pretty frequently because I work like a little bit down Peel.
Yeah.
And so if I want to do like if I need an extra like 2 minutes on my coffee break,
Yeah.
I'll go to Monaco and go down to Myriad.
What are you gonna order when you what do you order when you go?
I always get drip coffee.
Yeah.
Just filter.
That's it.
Black filter coffee. The naughty drink for the fall. Do you have a fall drink that you...
I mean, there is this other cafe that I really like called Entre Deux. It's more in NDG.
Okay.
It's also like a restaurant at night and everything, but like during the day, it's just a cafe. And they have their own like pumpkin spice latte, you know what I mean? But it's not too sweet and everything, which I really like because normally I feel like these drinks are very, I mean, obviously if you like take it at Starbucks, it's going to be like very sweet.
Syrupy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they have their own version of that, which is very good. So, and they only have it during the fall. So.
Yeah. It seems like this year specifically, the PSL, the pumpkin spice latte, has been big in like smaller local shops as well. So like I usually go to Cafe Leo by my house.
Nice.
And they started doing like a pumpkin spice latte that's made with real pumpkin puree. It's really nice. It's not sweet. It's kind of, it tastes like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Love pumpkins too. I like to cook with pumpkins and stuff. So
do you do pumpkin seed stuff too? Like
yes, these are the best.
So tasty.
And easy to make, you know.
Yes.
Like,
but I've been doing the spicy, the pumpkin spice, or my wife has been on a dirty matcha kick.
Oh, really?
So like a matcha latte with 2 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
So
that starts up your day.
It's like a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. But a dessert at the same time, I feel like, you know, I don't know. Isn't it sweet a little bit?
If you sweeten it with maple, it's so good.
Right.
Or like maybe some vanilla. Vanilla gets a little too sweet.
Okay.
But with maple, it's perfect. And that's like the Quebec signature, you know? Sweeten anything with maple syrup and you're in Quebec.
Yeah, not gonna lie, when I'm at home, like most of the time I'm gonna put maple syrup in my coffee instead of sugar.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's like a life hack.
Yes, Canadian life hack.
Canadian life hack. Yeah, I can hear the maple leaves swaying in the trees. Well, let's talk a little bit about hardcore.
Yes, definitely.
You know, Prowl is definitely a hardcore band. I met you in the hardcore scene. But being from Montreal, how did you get into hardcore and becoming a vocalist?
So basically, I used to live outside of Montreal, like I'd say an hour from here. When I started going to see like hardcore show, I'd say I was like 14, 15. And yeah, like I had a bunch of friends from over there too that were like, yo, let's take the bus, let's take the metro and let's go see like these shows. So that's how I really started like going to see shows. And because obviously I was like, when I was younger, I was more into like the metal scene and like I only knew about like bigger shows and stuff like that. But I feel like that's how it starts. But yeah, when I started like seeing like hardcore show and like smaller show too, but like even bands from out of town. But yeah, I really got like, I was like, okay, hardcore is like something different. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just started going to see shows. And like, since then I didn't really stop. And like, even when I was like a little bit older, like I started traveling for hardcore and like going to see fest, like mostly in the United States. But yeah, like This Is Hardcore, United Blood were like a tradition at some point.
Did you ever go to AMH?
Yes, I went. I don't remember the year, but yes, I went once, and it was amazing.
See, I've never been. I really want to go check it out because I know some people that are from Long Island now.
Yeah,
and they say that it's like the craziest fucking shit they've ever seen.
It's great. Love it.
Yeah,
had a good time.
It's like a dream fest for me to go to.
Should go.
I know. It's only like 5 hours away.
Exactly. You know, it's not even that far, which like makes it easier for us. You don't have to take a plane or anything. You can just drive there. So yeah.
Yes. Which I'm from like very far from New York, so it was always like the unattainable. It's so far. I can't drive. I guess I still think about it like that. It's so far away. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, they always have good lineup too. So it's like go there for 2 days and like you see a bunch of sick bands. It's
yeah,
like,
and they're like newer too. It's not like This Is Hardcore crowd.
Exactly.
It's like, it's great.
They're also like always. I mean, the year I went, they had like surprise set of like bands that the year after they became like the, you know, I saw who did I? I saw like this band called Luck. I saw Lower Species too that were like not even announced and like they became like bigger after, which I was like, that's sick. Yeah.
I like the surprise sets.
Me too.
I was at Outbreak and they had like a special guest set.
Yeah.
And they didn't announce it until they started playing.
Yeah.
And it was Malevolence.
Oh, yeah. I feel like they're very popular over there too. It's like I mean, everywhere.
Everywhere,
but
I mean, they're like from Manchester.
Yeah.
So that shit was crazy. And I'm not even like a huge Malevolence fan. Like I respect Malevolence.
Yeah, seeing them like where they from, I guess it was just like
it was insane. It was scary. Like I was scared.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was fun. But I do love when they, especially when it's like smaller bands or like bands that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like like Malevolence is more like a metalcore band. They've gotten pretty popular. Like you wouldn't expect them to play like a small festival. So
exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you remember your first big show in Montreal?
My first big...
Like the first kind of show you went to where it was like, this is crazy.
I saw Trapped Under Ice at Café Linco. This was definitely like a wake-up call for me where I was just like, okay, like that's what hardcore is about. Like honestly, they started playing and like people just went nuts. Like, and yeah, I still like... can picture it in my head and like I was like, yo, that's insane. Like the energy they get and the energy they actually give to the crowd too was like, man. Also like I've seen so many shows at Café Linco before it closed and like this used to be like an amazing venue. And like seeing Trapped Under Ice there, I was just like, okay, like I need to know more about like these bands and like what hardcore is about and like so this show was definitely
How old were you when that was?
I think I was like, I'd say, I'm thinking 16 or 17.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe. They killed it. Yeah, had a good time.
So I didn't move to Montreal until I think well after Lanco had closed because Lanco was pre 2018 that it closed. And I never saw a show at the Spectrum either, which I heard that was also a great venue. Yeah,
I don't have that many memories about Spectrum because I feel like Lanco had a lot of like show. Like I started going there when I was like 14, 15. And like there was show every weekend.
That's
know
crazy.
What I mean? Yeah. And like smaller bands too, which was cool because like you could meet a bunch of people. And like also the crowd from Montreal, like you were always seeing the same people. And that's how like I'm still like friends with like a bunch of people I met at Linco, you know what I mean, which is sick. And we speak about it sometimes because we saw a bunch of amazing bands over there.
Yeah, there's like a family kind of aspect where it's like you remember that, you remember this, you remember that venue, and it's such a wonderful like when you have like that community where it's like you kind of grow up together and that's how your scene is formed.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yes. But I don't remember seeing shows at Spectrum, which is funny. I don't have any memories of...
Was it bigger than Lanco?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even think I've seen pictures of Lanco.
Yeah, Lanco was like, the stage was like 1 feet high. And like... But like, it's funny because like we saw like... I don't know. We saw like bands that became so big after, like A Day to Remember. I think they played there.
What?
Like Hemior played there. Like Bring Me the Horizon played there. Like it's And like this venue is like, I don't know, 150 like fully capped. Like
Oh, so it's smaller than Bar La Ritz?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Because Bar La Ritz is
definitely
like
smaller than Bar La Ritz.
300-ish.
Yeah.
I think.
But
on a good night.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
That's awesome. I've heard other people talk about like Lanco and Underground.
Yeah.
Even though Underground was upstairs.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Going up the stairs with all your
cabs
cabs
and peg, 8x10 fridge,
like 3 floors high. But I still have amazing memories about that venue too, because like, this used to be the venue where all the hardcore show were happening too at some point, and like it ran for like a good amount of years. Like after it ended up being like a 18+ venue with like alcohol, and like now it's like a nightclub kind of thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called the Newspeak now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like on St. Catherine.
I didn't know that was Newspeak. It's across from St. Elizabeth.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't know
used
that's
to be
where
there.
it was.
On the underground.
Oh. I thought it was like in the Mile Inn for some reason.
No.
Oh,
You see?
you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So, Prowl started 2015.
Yeah, 2015, 2016, I think. Yeah.
Was that your first band?
So I had bands before. I played in a metal band. I was also singing. I had a hardcore band that I was playing guitar, but we only did like a couple shows. And then I took like a couple years break. And then I was like, okay, like I really want to start something. I want to start a new band, and I still wanted to be on vocals. So then I started reaching out to like a couple friends and being like, yo, are you interested in like starting a band? And yeah, so that's how it kind of started.
When you started doing vocals, how did you figure out your tone and
Honestly, like I feel like I'm still figuring it out in a way. Like
Right.
I know obviously more what I'm doing now, but like my range, like even in Prowl, like I don't sound like our first demo that we released.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it's just going with the flow and like what do you feel comfortable doing, and also like sound wise, always experimenting like new things and like how can I make this sound good on record, but also that it's gonna be like the same live. You know what I mean? I don't want it to sound on record like, I don't know, with like a lot of like back vocals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like live, I cannot like actually give it to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to find a balance like of something I can do as good live and on record.
right?
So.
Like making it sound produced, but also making it sound like that live energy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being in a lot of studio sessions, like I used to work in a studio. That's like one of the hardest things is making like the live energy translate on a recording, but then
Yes.
also making sure you don't overproduce it to where it's like, this is unreplicable.
No, exactly. I feel like especially in hardcore too, and like what we want to do is like we want to do something that's represent what you're gonna see live too. So yeah, I feel like that always has been like something we're keeping in our heads when we're recording, because like yeah, that's very important to me.
I really like Forgotten Realms, the new LP.
Nice.
It's an LP.
Yeah, it's an LP.
Because it's like as soon as it comes in, like it has a lot of this like almost like a live track demo, which I love.
Yep.
But it still feels very like well mixed, well produced, super clean. You guys worked on this during the pandemic.
Yes.
How is all of that experience?
It was great. Like we started recording it like right when pandemic happened. So yeah, we had planned to like go in studio and like record the whole thing. But then yeah, pandemic happened. So at the same time, like it's cool because it gives us like some time to actually record all the music and like work on the vocals and like we could actually like, because we had like all the songs recorded at some point and we could just listen to it for a month and be like, okay, no, we actually need to change this and that. And like, so yeah, that was cool. Also, we recorded it with that guy called Pierre-Luc Demers from Rimouski.
Oh, yeah.
He's an amazing person, very open to like our ideas and like how we wanted to do things. And like, so yeah, having the pandemic like was a good thing, I guess, because like we had a lot of time on our hands and could actually make sure that what we were going to release would represent what we wanted to sound like. And so we were not in a rush of like doing it, which is great. I'm stoked like that we had some time on our hands, I guess, even if like it was not the best period of our lives. Yeah, so ended up having something we like, so we're stoked.
I'm super happy that it worked out for you guys. Pandemic was definitely hard, but I think in a sense, like some people did make the best of it. Like a lot of bands came out of it. Being able to kind of take a step back and plan your next move, I think it really worked out in Prowl's favor, especially because I remember seeing you guys for the first time y'all opened for Knocked Loose
Yes.
in like 2019. I was like, this band is really fucking good. I had seen like the Wild Rose Fest video before.
Nice.
And I think the LDB Fest video had come out before. I was really stoked to see it live. And then I was like, this band has like a ton of potential. It's going to be an awesome band. And then the pandemic happened like 5 months later. And I was like, oh shit, whatever happened to that band Prowl? And then as soon as I saw that the LP was coming out, I'm like, yes, like let's see this happen.
Yeah, Yeah, because honestly, we've also been very quiet during pandemic. Like we didn't like post anything,
Right.
and like also for us, it was like you said, let's just take a step back. Let's record our album, and then when things are actually like chill and we can play show and like go on longer runs and stuff like that, we'll have something and be like, yo, we have a new album. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, so that's just what we had in mind too, and like the fact that we couldn't always hang out too is like, yo, I think that's how we should do it. So I'm stoked it came out and like the people were still cared about it. You know what I mean? Like
When y'all played the release show here, I've been looking forward to it because it was also the first show for a bunch of like Shutaway's first show, Scaramanga's first show, Cohesion played, also Primal
Scorching
Horde?
Tomb.
Scorching Tomb played.
Yeah.
But there was Primal Horde didn't open. No, that was a different show.
The Scorching Tomb release show.
That was it.
Yeah.
All those shows were happening like within like
exactly
2 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as you guys came out and hit the first note of the intro, like I think at one point the PA almost fell over because of how much people were like moving. I haven't seen the room that packed in a while. It was so much fun. Yeah,
honestly, really warmed our heart when we like played that show because we haven't played a show in like 2 years, and then we just started playing and like people seemed as excited as we were, which was amazing.
It was sick.
And I feel like, I think everyone had a good night, and it was definitely one of the wildest show we played in town. So very stoked for that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I liked being able to see you guys outside of Club Soda because Club Soda is kind of big, and if there's not a lot of people there, it's not that much fun.
Exactly. And like when you open a show, it's normal, like it's going to start early. So like I feel like, and it was our first time playing like a room as big as Club Soda too. So we had a lot of fun. I feel like it was great.
Yeah.
But definitely not the same like environment when you play like at Cabaret Fouf and like it's your release show and like, you know.
It felt like a family gathering. It was so fun.
Yes, that's how I felt too. I was like so many friends, so many faces, and like also a lot of new faces that I was like, yo, that's amazing to see. But everyone slammed, you know.
It was crazy. You guys just got back from a European tour.
Yes, we got back like a couple of months ago, I think. Yeah. It was great.
How was it?
It was amazing. It was our first time over there too. And we went with that band Justice that had been in Europe it was their third tour, I think. We teamed up with these guys, and we went on like a 2 weeks tour all around like France, like Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands. Did a bunch of country. It was my first time in Europe in general too, so I was like very stoked that I could have the opportunity to play show and like visit at the same time, and not complaining. It was a great tour.
Who had the best coffee?
Oh my god, that's a good question. I'd say France because I spent a lot of time there too. So I'd say France.
French coffee is amazing.
Yeah,
it's really good. Sorry, Italy. My favorite coffee that I had in Europe was
we did not
France.
went to Italy, so
I know, but
I cannot judge Italy, but
France had the best coffee.
Honestly, France had good coffee.
It's good.
Yes.
Who had the best cheese?
I'd say France too, because I think definitely. Yeah, okay. I think. Hard question. Because I don't eat that a lot of cheese either. So, but in France, I ate a couple.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I was
France.
like, also it's so cheap over there. I was just like, you know, when you're on tour and stuff, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to not spend like a lot of money too. So I was just like, yo, let's buy everything that's cheap. So
get some cheese, get a baguette. You're set for the day.
Yeah, and some wine.
Yeah,
you're all good.
All the wines are good. All the farmhouse wines.
Yeah, and they're like so cheap. So
I don't even like wine, but I would do that. I mean, somebody's grandpa's making wine in their barn. Hell
yeah, we drank a lot of like DIY wine.
That's the best kind because you don't know how alcoholic it is. Like it could be really, really high alcohol,
and you don't know.
You have no way of knowing. Some dude's uncle made it. Okay,
give it to me.
I'll try it. And you guys came back and played. Did y'all play Wild Rose?
No, we played Hold Your Ground because Wild Rose was happening while we were in Europe.
That's
actually.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I knew that y'all played Hold Your Ground, but I couldn't remember if y'all had played Wild Rose again this year.
We played it 2019, I think.
Right. Because 2020 it was canceled.
Exactly.
And then 2021.
Same.
That doesn't even count as a year.
Yeah.
So.
And then they had this year.
They had it this year.
And they did it in like two. They did it in Calgary and in
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yes. Which was such a good idea, I feel like.
The lineup was crazy
Yeah,
too.
insane.
But Hold Your Ground has been called the biggest Canadian hardcore festival, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's what everybody said. It was
Nice.
like the biggest hardcore festival that Canada's seen
Yeah.
in a long time or something like that. How did the experience go for y'all?
Honestly, we had an amazing time over there. Because right before pandemic happened, we were supposed to have a run with Purgatory and Cold Shoulder out there in Ontario and like a little bit of the United States. So then being able to go back and actually, playing a fest is so cool because like you get to see all these bands at the same time.
Yeah.
And also you get to see like a lot of friends you haven't seen in so long because, of the pandemic. And just, yeah, so it was amazing to be able to play this. And yeah, people were also very excited too. So yeah, honestly, it was great.
All the videos looked fun. And the Deadbolt guys came back and were like, they all had black eyes.
Yes. Yeah, they went hard.
From
Yeah.
like the Momentum and Cohesion sets.
Oh yeah, honestly, like people went hard for like a lot of bands too, like Never Ending Game
Oh my
and
God.
like Ingrown and like people went hard, but like it was great. There was so many people too for like a fest that it's like their first year,
Yeah.
Obviously the bands like were great and like draw a lot of people. But yeah, it was great to see a big crowd and like people having a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
very stoked to.
It looked crazy.
Yes, can't wait for next year because they're already working on it. So
Gotta do it.
I'm like,
Hey,
it's gonna be sick.
we'd love to play again. And you guys have a run coming up in November with Cohesion and Kiss the Sky.
Yes. I'm very excited for this show because basically we have friends in Kiss the Sky that lives out east now, and we've never been there. Which like it's cool because it's not even that far. We just never had contacts to go play like Fredericton
Yeah.
and like these cities in New Brunswick and like Nova Scotia and stuff. So yeah, I'm very stoked. We're leaving on November 9th. And yeah, we're doing like Fredericton, Moncton, Halifax, Charlottetown.
Charlottetown.
Yeah, in PEI.
By the way, I heard Charlottetown has an awesome scene, like incredible scene.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I've
Nice.
heard.
I'm stoked. I heard it also. These places looks beautiful, which I'm stoked to see.
Like a movie.
Yeah. So I'm stoked for that run with Kiss the Sky. And then we're playing a Montreal show and then going in Ontario to do Ottawa because we haven't played this city in so long. Ottawa, Barrie, Hamilton. Shout out Steel City Hardcore.
Steel City Hardcore is hard, baby.
Yes.
Hard as steel.
Can't wait. Yeah, can't wait to play a show there because last time we played at Hamilton in like 2016. Hamilton, I don't think was as hilty as it is now. You know, which I'm very stoked to be back with Cohesion too. So like it's gonna be a sick run. We're playing with like great bands in all cities, which I'm so stoked about. So,
Are y'all playing the Kill Room?
No, we're not playing the Kill Room. I wish because like
That show, they go off there.
Yes, and like this venue is so sick. Like you have like a skate pool and like, yeah, it's just it's tight. It was my first time like seeing this venue in person like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, yo, this is sick. We're playing this other venue that's very nice. It's
Door?
called exactly, Doors Pub. Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be a floor show, I think. I'm sure actually.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, but this place is sick too.
The Hamilton is like, I've been finding out some other bands. I was talking to the dudes in Trauma Model not too long ago, and we were talking about a band called Pity Case. And if you haven't heard them, they're crazy. It's like metalcore, but like very, very chaotic, similar to Cohesion.
Okay, cool.
But maybe a bit more like rap, like nu metal influenced.
Nice, I'll check them out.
It's sick.
Never heard of them.
They're very young too.
Okay,
Like, They
cool.
have like 4 songs out.
Amazing.
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 I really want them to blow up.
Yes.
So I tell everybody
Go check them out.
Everybody that's going to Hamilton to check out Pity Case.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Noted.
Yeah, Hamilton's sick. I got to play Hamilton like not too long ago, and we got to walk around a bit. And the downtown side, like area is so nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Relay Coffee, because they have great stuff.
Cool.
They
So
have- you can get cold brew, and they have different flavored cold brews and stuff. You gotta do it.
Damn.
It's so good.
Now I'm curious about it.
Yeah, they have a nice shop.
I love cold brew too, so
It's super chill. So, and then they have some record shops and like weird like vintage stores downtown.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really visited Hamilton, so
I mean, it's not a lot to do, but it's quaint.
yeah, no, exactly.
So yeah,
I'm stoked.
Hamilton's dope. Shout out
Yes.
Steel City once again.
Yes.
Gavel, Rust,
Yeah.
where y'all at?
Myland.
Stand up, Myland. When's the last time you did a stage dive?
Oh my god, it was at the Drain show, and like I haven't stage dived in so long, and like honestly, they started, and like I like Drain. I feel like live their energy is like very good, and like the singer like talks to the crowd a lot, which I think is great. But yeah, right when they started, people just started like going on stage and stage diving like crazy, and I feel like when they played at Le Ritz, and like when this venue is packed, like it's cool because you can actually stage dive.
Yeah, you can.
Most of the time, I feel like it's never packed enough at the front to actually do a proper stage dive and not like fall on your back and stuff. So yeah, actually, I was surprised to caught myself stage diving at the Drain show. So yeah, guilty.
I feel like I knew the answer to that question, but
Yeah,
I just
you
wanted
saw it?
everybody else to know
Yeah, that's funny.
because I definitely saw that happen. I was
Nice.
like, oh, there goes Max, and it was like
Max can stage dive.
back and forth. I think you did one to each side. You're like one
Yeah.
for you, one for you. That show was crazy.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the most fun shows I think I've ever been to.
Yeah, and like, yeah, perfect venue. Like the show was sold out. Like the lineup was great. Like Scaramanga, like Life's Question. Like we're just, they killed it. So,
I love Koyo.
Yes, it was my first time seeing them live too, so I was very stoked. Yeah, everyone seemed to have a good time, and like it was so packed. Like amazing.
So
Yes,
fun. It was sold out, I think. So like 300 people squeezed into Bar Loritz
on a Sunday night.
on a Sunday night.
And
there was that band that got added last minute, Keep Flying.
Yep.
It was very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody seemed to still like enjoy it. So it wasn't even the same kind of genre or anything. And it was it worked.
Exactly.
I think they even got new fans from that. So
For sure,
it's
because
pretty
they
cool.
got added on like that show, like kind of
like the week before or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
good for them.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I have videos that I watch periodically because it's just like I can't believe that show was that fun and crazy.
Uh-huh.
Nobody was fighting. Nobody got mad. It was awesome.
Not at all, yeah. And like they almost didn't finish their set because like, man, I think like the guitar player has like so many strings broken on his guitar. Or was it the bass player? I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I feel like they almost didn't finish the set
I
because they
know.
were like, because they only have one guitar too.
Mhm.
So yeah, but no, they did an amazing set. It was
It
cool.
was sick.
Yeah.
So fun. Montreal scene really turned up for that one.
Yeah, I feel like people were excited. Like I remember right when the flyer like got out and like there was a Montreal date, like people were like, "Yo, we're getting our tickets right now."
Yeah.
Which I was like, "Yeah, good idea."
I think I got mine like within a couple of days of them announcing,
See?
just because somebody was like, "It's sold out," and I was like, "Wait,
What?
No, it's not."
Yeah.
I think you were the one that was like, "It's sold out," and I was
Uh-huh.
like, "What?"
Someone was like, "Yo, it's sold out after like 1 day or 2," and I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, so I was like, "Oh, they're gonna." I didn't check, I was just like,
They were
probably
they're gonna move the
spreading
venue or
rumor.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, "There's no way that they can let it sell out. Like,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna have to move it to a bigger room. Like,
But
they're
that's
gonna have to put it at Fifths or something.
Yeah,
Even though that would suck.
just because the stage is so
yeah,
high.
that's the only thing.
Uh-huh.
I like Foofs. Like, I love that venue.
Yeah.
But you can't stage dive. I stage dove at Misery Signals, and I'm pretty sure I almost killed somebody.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, no, the stage in the big room is like definitely scary for stage dive because
Terrifying.
It's like 5 feet high.
You have to commit.
Hopefully it's packed because like if it's not packed and people don't catch you, like rest in peace your back.
You will hurt
like-
yourself. You will hurt somebody.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Max, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great. I love chatting with you.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy that you agreed to come on the podcast
So welcome.
in this wonderful Cafe.
Yes.
Giants.
Thanks for inviting me. I really
course.
appreciate it.
Yes. I have one last question for you before we go.
I'm ready.
What's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
I really like New York City.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think New York City would be my pick.
What's the venue that you usually like?
There's this venue called Trans Pecos. It's like a
Okay.
smaller venue for like more like punk and hardcore show. I saw a bunch of show there. It's always sick. So yeah, I think that would be my favorite venue from up there.
Shout out your favorite New York hardcore band.
Oh my God, that's too hard.
You have to do it. Just one.
I cannot. Oh my God.
It can be current or old, whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh my God.
When you think New York hardcore, what is the band?
I think Breakdown.
Huh?
Breakdown?
Breakdown?
Yeah.
Okay. I expected Madball or like Sick of It All. So
Yeah.
thanks
But
for
yeah, I think Breakdown.
that's dope.
Yeah.
And what about coffee?
I don't have a coffee
There's
shop that I
too many.
know. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I just get good coffee when I'm
Yeah.
there and I enjoy it. You know,
You can like stumble into pretty much any hipster looking coffee shop and get good coffee.
Uh-huh.
That's it. So cool.
New York.
Dope. Shout out New York.
Yes.
Shout out Long Island. It's not technically New York.
Yeah, we're
but
trying to
it's-
go there soon, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
You could do a tour in Long Island. It's that big.
Yes, imagine.
Well, Max, thanks so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Yes, you
We'll be
too.
we'll be seeing you soon.
Amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beans and Breakdowns. I want to say a huge thanks to Max for hanging out with me at Crew Collective, having some coffee, talking about hardcore. If you haven't already, go listen to The Forgotten Realms, the newest LP from Prowl, and be sure to check out any dates. They're planning to do some more Canada dates, hopefully the US sometime soon, but you know the struggle is very real for us Canadians up here. But be sure to check out, give them some support. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. You can also find out more information about the podcast by following us on Instagram at Beans and Breakdowns and on the web at beansandbreakdowns.com. Until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up!